Hello everyone! So it is Saturday, and in case you're new to the channel, on Saturdays what we do is we go over all the calls that we had this week, see how we did, and if there is something we can learn from it. So this is gonna be, we have a lot of things to cover, so let's get started. The first video usually I make on Sunday is stocks I'm looking for this week, and the first one and the most interesting one was NNOX, which got an FDA approval over at Friday, but on Friday the markets were closed. So what I said in the video is we should buy this pre-market as soon as possible and sell it pretty fast after. And I wanna make this a huge green, not just a green, because what happened with this stock is exactly like this is the most amazing thing I had on this channel. When the video was done, it got to 41.33. Then in the pre-market it shot to 70, and then it dropped back to 39.28, even lower than it was when the video was made. So this was definitely the right way to play it. And in the second video, I made a video after it shot up 65% in the pre-market, and I was like, sell it now, take the 65%, sell it. You can watch the videos. I think this is the best call by far I've ever made on this channel so far. Whoever listened was able to make like 70% of his money, which is amazing in just a few hours. So that's pretty crazy. I think this is the best call I ever made, and I have to say I had to get a bit lucky here, because this was just like the videos were done perfectly. The first video was before the jump, and then the second one was, you know, right when it started going down, and then it crashed back to what it was. So if someone followed that advice, or, you know, not advice, like I'm not a financial advisor, CEO of a gaming company, so if someone did the same thing I did. Then the second stock we talked about was NIO, and I said that 37 is the lowest we are going to see. Now, when the video was made, it was 39.66, now it's 32.12, and if we look at NIO, this I'm also pretty proud of. If we look at the last 5 days, which are the relevant, I said 37 is the lowest we're gonna see, and it got to 37.04. So I'm pretty proud of that. I do think, and I keep saying it in videos, these are very long holds. This is not a flip. This is not gonna go, you know, up 100% in a month. That being said, the stock is not doing so great so far, so I'll mark it orange, even though, if I'm honest, this I think I feel should be green, especially because of the 37 lowest that I called. LFMDM, TYME, another two long holds that I said I'm looking at. Have to admit, this is not going well. I thought 17.26 was a great price. It dropped to 14.5 without any super apparent reason. I bought it at 17.28. I usually do, you know, what I say in the videos. And TYME was 187. Now it's 165. I got it at 176. So so far I will mark those two red as not great calls, because this is a pretty extreme down. Like 16% and almost 12% in a week is a lot without any apparent reason. That being said, I do think of those as very long play, well, very long, about a year. I think those could double in a year. I still think they're great buys, but so far the numbers are not with me. So in 12 months we'll track it and see how I did. And then the second video was an NOx update. Again, probably the best call I ever made, maybe the second best on this channel. And then we are getting to the worst one, which is CTRM. So CTRM was actually it was more of an update, because they did a direct offering, so the stock crashed like 20% in a day. I did think that, I did say in the video that this happens, there is no reason to panic, and CTRM is, I'm starting to rethink my position on it. And as if you've been following, I've been saying a lot of great things about the stock. I've been saying that unlike SNDL, which I hate and I think that it's a stock you should run away from, CTRM are great. I do see a lot of great things in the company still, but I also see a lot of red flags. I am going to make a video this week and cover CTRM pretty in depth. That being said, so far this, I mean, there wasn't a call here, but I'll put this red just because of how bad the stock is going, and our long-term hold so far looks very red, and this is probably the worst call I've made so far. I did say looking at 12 months here, so again, I might, like, you know, prove that this was a good call, but so far not looking great, and I have to admit that. PLTR, I said that there is some good news came out, then even more good news came out this week with their double click event. If you don't know that, check it out. I'll also probably make a video about that. And when I made the video it was 23, after it already jumped a bit, and now it's 24, looking pretty good. So this one gets a green so far, and I think with next week, I think it's next week, their event, we'll just see it getting greener and greener. INND made a video about it being up 130% and saying that you should wait probably and buy the dip, or at least that's what I would do. I also said that while originally I planned selling you know, my initial investment, like I had the position in this for a long time, 130% up is very good. I wanted to get my first investment out around the 50% profit. At the moment, I'm a bit under 100% profit on this, and I'm actually convinced that this is a great company and I'm gonna keep all of my position. It went down 4%, and I did say that it will dip, and it did, so I am giving myself a green here. All in all, everything connected to INND is pretty good, even though there wasn't a really good call here. But the call that I did do was a few videos ago when it was 0.29, and when I said that you should buy the dip, and it did dip even over that, so you had the chance to do that. So for that, I am definitely giving myself green. If someone paid attention to this video, he could have made over 100%, which is crazy. And then in yesterday's video, I was going over CBDL, probably the funniest video I ever made and one of the most interesting companies. I said it's a swing trade, that it's like, you know, more of a gamble than an actual investment. That being said, within one day, when I made the video, it was 0.13. I bought it at, sorry, 0.0013. This is like a sub-penny stock. And I bought it at 0.013. And since only during one day it jumped to 0.016, which doesn't seem like a lot, but that's 23%, so far at least. And this is very volatile. Keep in mind, I'm giving myself a green here because, you know, 23% in a day is freaking amazing. But this is very volatile, so this might change to the other way around. So this was this week. What I also want to start doing on Saturdays is more of a long-term calls and see how we're doing with those, because this a lot of those calls are, you know, things we called like I don't know, a few weeks ago, and as this channel progresses and hopefully you want to join us, so hit that like and subscribe button. The more we talk about stocks, the more we can follow things long term. So I wrote everything I ever said. Let's go over that quickly. We'll always try and do this quickly from now on. So SNDL, one of the best calls I ever made on this channel. I'm definitely marking this very big green. I said that this stock is overpriced, people should sell it, and I called it at the very top it ever got to, literally 167. That's in the video. Very proud about that. I sold my position at 159, so I saved myself a 40% loss, and this just keeps dropping. If you ask for my opinion, I would stay the hell out of SNDL for the near future. Might do a more in-depth video and explain why, but even though now it's $1, no, this is not a good stock to be in at the moment, in my opinion. CTRM is the exact opposite. All the nice things that I said, I like the company, but there are a lot of problems with them at the moment, and this is my biggest red that I'm giving myself. I'm not painting this because it will paint over. So, yeah, I have to admit this is not looking great, and again I'll make a video about this sometime this week. Weeks we called under 2, the call was to buy under 285, and now it's 298, 5%. I think this is definitely a green that I can get. Unity, we said buy under 95, and it is 97.2 at the moment, so plus 1.81%. I don't know why there is a minus here, it's just a plus. Same here. So this is a plus 181. That being said, I will give this orange for now, because also I keep saying that I think this will get to 142, 160 in 12 months. This is a video I suggest watching if you're interested in this stock, because as I said, I am a CEO of a gaming company. This is one of the stocks I actually know about, so I'm not saying I'm 100% right, but at least in this case it might be worth to listen to my thoughts at least. ChargePoint, one of our biggest winners, definitely a green. Called it at 20.48. It jumped crazy this week. This week was great for ChargePoint. Now it's 27.65, so 35%, and that's great. NIO, I called it at 36.13. Now it's 38.12, and I did say in the video that I think 37 is the lowest. As I said, this was very close, 37.04, so I get a green. 5% in a week is good. It's good, so I'll give myself that. FDOC, a SPAC merging with Payoneer, called this at 10.38. Now it's 10.75, up 3.36%, giving myself a green. And honestly, I think this is still a great time to buy this. I want to average in on this even more. My position is pretty big already. I think this is one of the most interesting plays in the long run. Microsoft, not very hard to be right on this one, but called it at 241 because of the rumors of them buying Discord and taking over gaming. At the moment it's 255, up 5.4%. This is their all-time highest. Giving myself a green, but not super proud because it's Microsoft, kind of hard to go wrong with them. INND, we call this at 0.029, and this is 0.048, one of the biggest wins ever. Huge green, super proud of that. This one was very hard to hold. This is very volatile. It was beat. I was down 40% at some point, and staying in this and averaging in was really hard. But this is one of the companies that I'm really convicted in, even convinced in, not convicted. Even though it's a penny stock. But this is one of the companies that I think have a lot of potential to do great. So I kept averaging in, and my average is 0.29 actually. So doing really well. No, it's under. Sorry, I'm up like around 80%. Was over 100 yesterday, so it must be 27 or something like that. And CBDL was a great call actually, surprisingly, because if you watch the video it was a bit of a joke and I'm bored on Friday, but hey, this looks like an interesting swing. So far paying off. I'm gonna keep that actually, because as I said in the video, I want to see this what happened with the Amazon deal, and if that happens, then this thing might 10x, 20x. This can be crazy, and I don't see it going a lot under 0.013 if I'm honest. So all in all, very, very good week. The one very bad, those I'm not worried about. Again, those are long term. But the one very bad thing, all in all, again, great week. On this channel, at least, it was a very shaky week on the market. But CTRM is something we need to talk about, and I've been very bullish on it, been saying a lot of great things about this company. They still have a lot of great things going for them, but also quite a few red flags. I'm gonna do an in-depth video. this week and possibly change my mind about them, but we will see. I think this is so far our biggest screw up versus our biggest great calls, which were selling SNDL, buying INND, and the NNOX. Like, go back, watch the videos. This is just amazing. It was amazing. It's not, I want to say it's because I'm a financial genius, but there had to be like some bit of luck there, because this was just perfect. Like, it was called on the exact right moments, but it was a pretty obvious play, I have to say that. So whoever listened made a lot of money. That's it, everyone. Tomorrow, like always, I'll do the stocks where I am looking into for the upcoming week, and I welcome you to join us. We are growing a very nice community here. This is a new channel, less than a month, but so far a lot of great feedback, comments, and I enjoyed this a lot. So I hope you will join us, like the video, subscribe, bell, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great weekend, everyone.